Hello again, everyone. I've been having a play today. It really is fun. I have been admiring the skill which my friend Deb uses with these particular sets of dies. They're called infinite doodles. These ones are called something a little bit different. I think those are called infinite elements. And there is another one that I haven't got yet, but I will be getting. And it's got things like stripes for tigers and spots for leopards or snow or whatever. So it'll be coming. Anyway, I had the fancy for making a Father Christmas, a Santa. And so this is my effort of a Father Christmas from these dies with one little addition. And I'll go through and show you what I did and what I used. Okie dokie. Right. To start with, his body is this. Okay. His face is this. His hat, cut down, is this. The bobble is that. The fur on his hat is this one here. His eyes, tiny little thing there in the middle. I don't know how long I'll keep that one, but I'll try. Let me check to see you can see what I'm, yes you can see what I'm pointing to. Good. This square surrounding that circle with the bit out is his belt buckle. This is his belt. These are his hands. This is his boots. And the only thing I haven't mentioned are his beard and his moustache. And I played with lots of the things in here. I was playing with these things. I was playing with these things. Couldn't get a moustache and a beard. So I looked a bit deeper in my Sizzix box. And I came across this flower and these leaves. So this flower is his beard and the hair at the side, and these two leaves are his moustache. So I did cheat. I did go outside the realms of these things, and I've made myself a gotcha. Sizzix make a gizmo that's like a magnet on a stand, and I've been going to get one and I thought, why should I get one? I've got some magnetic sheet. I've got an old CD case. I can make myself a gotcha, and it stands up on my desk like this. And this one is just to keep it open. So there's my gotcha. So my plan for this, I don't intend making another Santa for the minute, because I think you can kind of see what I've done there. But what I want to do is have like the front half of Rudolph just here. I thought that I would subdivide this panel. I've got it's just a border die really, but it's double stitched. So both halves will have the stitching on. So I thought I'd just make, a landscape, horizon kind of thing, and emboss the top half with my snow fold. Let's do that now. I can talk about it forever. Just get on and do it, really. Okay, this just about fits the panel of a 5x7 card. Just about. I may have to do a little snip at the ends if it's not quite to the edge, but we'll see how we go. So I'm using a sheet of mylar over the top of the die, just to protect my top plate. I've got some new top plates and I want to keep them as pristine as I can for as long as I can. So I'm using a piece of Mylar over the top of the die. Looks like it's still just slightly joined at the edges. So I'm just going to snip the edges of the card. 1 and 2. Okay, I'm going to emboss this top half. So we'll pop that in there. I think it's just about the right size. Yes, it just fits. Excellent. So emboss this and then I can join them back together again. I did wonder about cutting an extra piece and putting it on top, but it's a bit of a waste of card really, when you can just subdivide one and join them back together again. Okay, this snow folder is sadly retired, but there are loads of snow folders. I like this one particularly because it's so random and it's got such a variety of different sizes, which makes it look kind of more natural really. So that was a Sheena Douglas, but I say there are others around. So I'm just going to join this back together again, and I'll put some tape on one half and then put the other half up to it. Let's see how we get on. There we go. Let's put it up to it. Now I'll just trim off the bits at the edges. There we go. So there's my front panel, ready to go on there. And Old Father Christmas is going to go here somewhere. And I've got some new, these just came yesterday. I think a whole bunch. Craft Stash has got some really good prices for these kind of things. I bought this one, I think I got it on eBay. But if I bought it at Craft Stash, because I'm a VIP member, I could have had 10% off it. So I was a bit silly really. I should have had a good look. The VIP program at Craft Stash, you pay, I think it's £9.99 for the year. And for that, you get first dibs at things. You get 10% off your order. So, you know, I think I made my money up within a few orders. So this one, it's got negative dies, which I really rather like. I have bought some once before from a different company, and I was never very successful with them because the ink seemed to find its way into the gaps as well, and I couldn't get a good print. So I've got my fingers crossed for these that I can actually get it done. So there's my shapes on the other side. Here's the ones that I've been using on there. And I just hope I don't lose them. I do need to do one of these tiny little eyes for the I don't think I've done it yet. I've got some bits that I've cut here for Rudolph. I cut, where are we? This one. I thought that would be for the antlers. This one for the legs. I'll just show you the whole thing. This one for the body. And those two, I thought I would perhaps be able to snip or do something with for the ears. That's for his nose, that's his head. So I think we'll just have a go and see how we get on. I'll put this away carefully because I think it's a recipe for disaster trying to keep things together. Let me just, I only need one eye. Let me just cut out an eye for Rudolph, and then we'll put the whole lot away. Let's just see. It is so small. Right. There it is. Let's put it back in here straight away. It lived inside there, didn't it? Right. I'll put the others away presently. Okay. Right, now let's see if we can assemble this little Rudolph. I'll colour him first. You could, I think Sizzix advocate buying whole bunches of lots and lots of different coloured cards, but if you've got markers of any description, there's absolutely no need for that. You can just colour them. Right, now I'll have a bit of scrap to do my colouring on. I got in a right pickle with him. I got my fingers all red, and then when I went to hold down the face, I got red on the face, so I had to kind of start again. So these are for the body and the head and the legs. I think the ears and the antlers can be a slightly different colour. So what shall we choose? What colour is a deer? E220, E110, somewhere here. What do we think? Y9. It's funny that, you know, the yellow one looks more brown than the earth colours. I don't know if E stands for earth. I don't know what the E it does stand for, actually. Y9. Let's have Y9. There's Y9. See, the colour at the end doesn't look anything like it, does it? Let's see what this one looks like. That's not a bad colour for a deer. We'll put another colour with it. That's Y9. Let's have E220. We will try E220. Here it is. What's this one? See what that one looks like. Oh, it's very good, very good. Okay, right. I think I'll go all over with the lighter one, put some shading on, and then go over it again. Okay. I don't know how much of this is going to show, actually. How much is going to be... Oh, you probably won't need his back legs. Much too long at the minute anyway, so okay, I think that's going to do. Let's stick his head on. It's my little glue stand, 3D printed by Dale, the husband of a crafter in New York State. Very, very kindly sent it to me. Let's put some legs on. Whoops. To get it right near the front. Does it need a bit of a leg there? I'm going to cut his bottom off. Cut his bottom off, actually, to the edge of the page. Let's just put his head on. Do his nose. Let's give him a bit of a red nose. This is red that gets everywhere. Hope this is the right one. 180. Let's just see. Yeah, it's okay. Need to hold it. Okay. Okay. Now ears. Do I use these two different ones or do I cut one in half? I think that one's better. I think I'll just cut it in half. I'll put a bit of colour on first. Let's use the lighter of these two, just by itself. Okay. Put some glue behind here. Not quite sure where ears go. There's the other bit. It's difficult to spot with all the scratchy bits there. Looks more like a fox, doesn't it? About there. Okay, let's just do a sort of lighter colour. Let's have E210. There's the other one. Couldn't see it. To shorten this one. Right. What did I do with his eye? Put it back here somewhere. Well, I thought I'd lost his eye, but when I went to cut another one, just look, the first one was still on the mat. So here's his eye. I think he can be looking towards Santa. So if I stick like that and then put a little black dot, we should be okay, shouldn't we? Let's just put a tiny bit of glue on this. This is absolutely minuscule, literally minuscule. Even smaller than gummy pan things, I think. I'm just just going to put just a little tap over this because there's a squidge of glue's come out and let's just wipe it off. There we go. Just get a fine tip marker. There we go. I'm quite sure where to put him. What sentiment do I want? I wish it could be Christmas every day. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Could have Jack Frost nipping at his nose. There we go. Yeah, we'll chop him off there. Then we can stick him on. He's got ears, but it doesn't really look too... I would have liked a bit of texture on him, but never mind, he's fine. I'll just give him some black feet. Or should I do brown? I'll give him dark brown feet, I think. Let's just... That'll do. There we go. Let's stick that down. Stick it all down. I think Santa will put on a bit of foam tape just to make him look a bit more rotund. Just put that down the centre. And the rest can be glued. All right, I'll put some glue on the rest of him. I will put a link to Deb's YouTube channel in the description below this because she is absolutely cracking at doing these things. You know, her imagination is boundless. And since I saw her doing that, I really wanted to have a little try. There we go. It's quite cute, isn't it? So let's just quickly try and do a sentiment. Let's go Remo. This is going to be the test to see how well this stamps. Looks like there's lots of gaps on there. Doesn't look very straight. Let's try. Not too bad. A bit in the middle. I'm just going to give this a whiz with a heat tool because it's going to stain the things in my the plates in my die cutting machine. No, I don't want those. These have got rounded corners and these have got square corners, so I think we need to go with square. Let's have a look what we've got here. That's too wide. What about this one? Oh, I think this is the one. Okay, a piece of air-tack tape. This is what I mean about drying off your sentiment. If you don't, and then you carry on and use a plate, if you don't clean your plate before you do the next bit of die cutting, that will transfer to the next piece of card, which is what you don't really want at all. So that's why I put a piece of scrap over the top. Ooh. Right, cut the other side. Actually, I'm just going to snip that. I'm not going to bother die cutting it. I'm just going to cut it. Right, and then I'm going to use an embossing tool just to round over the edges so it looks like it's been die cut. Okay. We're nearly there. It's taken ages, hasn't it? Oh dear. It is fun though. I think the possibilities for these particular dies are just endless. Quite like that down there, actually. I'll decide where it needs to go and attach it, and I'll pop it at the end of the video. But what fun! What fun! I think, you know, never have a dull moment. Just get out your infinite doodles and start having a play. Looks a bit wondering what he's saying to him. Anyway, as ever, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me, and I do feel like I'm joining my friends when people comment and you know, have a little bit of exchange of views. Wonderful. So, see you next time.